final day of pool play, and our final game of the day has high stakes. Welcome to Kirkland, Washington, as the 2026 Junior League Softball World Series continues. The Central Region champions from Hudsonville Little League out of Michigan, and the Mallard Creek Little League representing Charlotte, North Carolina, and the Southeast region. Pool play comes down to this one final day before we move on to the championship bracket, which begins tomorrow. Everything in Pool B is already set. California is the 1 seed. Pennsylvania beat the Philippines this morning, so those two squads are 2 and 3 respectively. Canada is the 4 seed with Texas on the outside looking in. But oh, we could have chaos in Pool A. Czechia got the win earlier today against Washington to clinch the 4 seed. However, we need to figure out the top 3 seeds in Pool A. That's what we're here to figure out. Troy Clarity, the coach, Kirk Walker, and you. Thank you for being here with us. Coach, look, it's must-win mode for both of these teams. North Carolina would love to lock up the top seed in Pool A. Michigan would love to get a win here and cause chaos in the top 3 seed.
Yeah, I mean, obviously this game has great implications on what's going to happen in the seeding for tomorrow. They know they're going to be in, but they don't know where they're going to be seated. So if you want to have control of your destiny, you win this ball game right here. And
we'll go through all the tiebreaker scenarios and all those things here as we go. Could get quite messy and complicated if Michigan wins. One young lady who is going to try to put a stop to that is Addison Louder. She's been lights out in the circle, dealing 12 shutout innings, 19 strikeouts in 3 games worth of work.
Louder really impressive and starting off there with a great pitch. She's has great velocity, throws a very heavy ball, tight spin, and really has been really mentally very tough too and very efficient.
Michigan, North Carolina, away we go. Enjoy the game. Brooklyn Wright fouls off the next pitch, and she's down in the count 0-2. Michigan with wins over the host team from Washington District 9, and Czechia as well, the loss to Puerto Rico as you look at the Michigan batting order. 0-2. Low and inside for ball 1.
Michigan's going to have to definitely solve the Louder problem. Obviously, yeah. She's been very, very effective in the circle. And they're going to need to come out and be aggressive, make some adjustments, and get on the top half of the ball. She throws high in that zone a lot.
And we'll see Louder at the plate, too, where she's been lethal as well. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Brooklyn Wright, who developed her bunt game this season, especially in learning how to capitalize on her speed. Beautiful afternoon, sunny skies in the Pacific Northwest. And the 2-2 pitch is roped but fouled off down the third base line. Here in Kirkland, temperatures in the low 80s, could get up to 85 before it's all said and done today. Still a bit of haze due to the wildfires on the opposite side of the state. It's a great day for high-level softball in the Pacific Northwest. The 2-2. Fouled off.
Brooklyn doing a good job of working the count here. Obviously, seeing a lot of pitches at this point, which is something you want in your leadoff hitter. You want your leadoff hitter to be able to not only get on base, obviously, for you, but it helps when your top of the order can see a lot of pitches. Get some clues into what Louder is going to be throwing.
Here she deals strike 3.
There's that high pitch again that we're going to see out of Louder consistently. It's a strikeout pitch. Michigan's going to need to do a good job of either staying off that pitch or figuring out how to get on the top half.
There's Addison Louder in the circle, the defense working behind her. And Lucy Baker stepping up to the plate. We'll see Lucy in the circle for Michigan here in a moment. That one is fouled off, just off to our right. Baker 2 for 3 with an RBI against Czechia yesterday. Also went 2 for 3 against Washington on Sunday.
Lucy's a dedicated softball player, really only plays softball competitively, but very active in a lot of other sports, snowboarding, surfing, kite surfing,
Before you say how much surfing can you do in Western Michigan, I mean, Lake Michigan is right there practically. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. 2 up, 2 down.
Louder again with that high rise ball. Great movement. Really mowing down some hitters here at the top of the order.
Up in the zone. Baker couldn't resist. Lila Connell stepping up to the plate. She has been terrific with the bat so far this week. Swings and misses here. Connell 3 for 3 with 2 driven in against Washington. 2 for 3 against Puerto Rico. And 2 for 3 with an RBI yesterday against Czechia.
Definitely offensively getting done. She'll try and attack here with Louder.
Fly ball to right. Sawyer Buff with the catch. And the side is retired. 3 up and 3 down. Michigan 0. North Carolina coming to bat. You think they're fired up for this one? I hope you're fired up as well. We head to the bottom of the first inning. Central versus Southeast. In the circle for Michigan is Lucy Baker, who has certainly proved a lot of work so far for her in the circle. As you look at a bit more on Lucy, one of the aces of this squad, and she went to work against Czechia and a big part of Michigan's 13-1 win yesterday.
Yeah, Lucy Baker obviously getting it done, really shutting down their offense, and you know, we've seen a lot from her. Obviously, she's going to be aggressive off the mound, good velocity, throws that high curveball. She'll throw a rise ball. She'll change speeds a little bit, take the ball outside. So definitely being really effective. And similar to Louder, we're going to see a lot of dominant high pitches in the zone, and going to be a pitcher's duel here, I think, today.
Could be a closely contested game here today. We had one earlier today between Washington and Czechia. Czechia came back and won that one 7-5. Meanwhile, look at the North Carolina batting order as they go 1 through 12. They've had some impressive bats along the way. Addison Louder, certainly one of them. She had a 2 triple day against Washington on Monday.
That's not easy to accomplish. 2 triples in the same game.
Home runs by Murillo and by Rylan Langley, who will start things off for North Carolina here as you look at the defense for Michigan. Backing up Lucy Baker. There's Langley.
Langley, the starting left fielder. One of those athletes that they look to be a spark plug offensively, get the game started.
Baker starts Rydog off with the strike. By the way, happy birthday to the Rydog. She turns 14 today. Outside corner, 0-2. Lucy's not really in a present-giving mood right now, it seems.
No place better you want to be on your birthday, though. Out at the ballpark playing, sun's out, playing with your friends. Playing for a spot in the Little League World Series playoff.
How about that?
That's pretty special.
Again, high stakes here. If North Carolina wins, it clinches the 1 seed outright. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Baker does a great job, as we talked about in the package earlier. That rise ball is going to be an effective pitch for her, similar to Louder. North Carolina is going to have to figure out as well how to manage what's happening in the circle with Baker.
So Baker off and running. This one's hit right back to her, snared, tries to get up and make the throw, but not in time. Brooklyn Wright hung in there, but Tiziana Guzman is safe at first.
Great effort by Wright, obviously laying out for that ball, keeping it in the infield, and really actually does a great job of getting rid of that ball. Not a lot on it as she's in a vulnerable position laying on the ground, but does a great job laying out, gloving that ball from the knees. Makes it close, but not in time.
Addison Lowder swings and misses at the first pitch that she sees.
Lowder's been an offensive threat, obviously.
Fouled off because that lands off to our left over on field 3. Another look at this play. This takes a lot of coordination, folks.
Jumping up to her knees and transitioning really quickly. Quick release, but not quite a full strength throw, obviously, but really impressive play athletically.
Fouled off again.
Lowder right on the ball. It's a little bit late in her timing, but definitely putting some solid contact on there. She's going to want to try and keep working the count here and see if she can get something off of Lucy Baker.
Misses outside. 1-2.
Well located pitch. Obviously Baker trying to get Lowder to chase there on that high and outside pitch.
Addison Lowder, the oldest of 5. Fouled off again. All the foul offs have gone in the exact same spot practically.
See Lowder standing really close on top of the plate. Athletes will move around in the box to ideally get the pitches that they want to be able to handle. She likes to be on top of the plate.
Thinks about it, doesn't go for it.
Baker wants to attack her on the inside with that off-speed pitch with her standing on top of the plate. One of the vulnerabilities, obviously, if you're on top of the plate is to take an inside strike and keep it fair.
Keeps this one fair. A throw high, but Wilmore comes down on the bag.
Good solid play, keeping that ball fair. You can see as that ball's hit, she keeps her feet in fair territory and keeps that ball fair, which allows her to make a play. Lowder does a good job hustling down the line, but most importantly advances that runner into scoring position.
Bounces away from Wilcox behind the dish, and that allows Guzman to head over to third.
Obviously great opportunity here with only 1 out. Now we can have a sac fly or a deep fly, potentially score on a ground ball out. So a lot of ways you can score from third base.
And when these pitchers are at their respective best, runs could very well be at a premium in this game.
I would predict that with both these pitchers in the mound, that we're going to have a fairly tight ball game offensively.
Couple of hops in the roll to Connell. Go over to first for the 3rd out. North Carolina leaves a runner stranded at third. 1 inning in, scoreless in Kirkland. Top second begins here and now. Addison Lauder in the circle. She's been terrific for North Carolina and certainly continued that trend with arguably her best performance yet. Yesterday against Puerto Rico, going the distance, a complete game shutout, and shackling a largely potent offense for Puerto Rico.
Yeah, Lauder obviously is a dominant pitcher. Had a great day yesterday, fired up out there on the mound. She talked about throws the great rise ball, great curveball, will change speeds. Just has a game face out there. I think she's an athlete that wants the ball and wants to shut down an offense.
Puerto Rico managed just 4 hits against Lauder yesterday, struck out 8 times and walked just once. Lily Tuttle is the batter to lead things off in the top of the second inning. 1 ball and 1 strike. Hudsonville, Michigan, population just over 7,600. In the 2020 census anyway. I'm sure it's larger than that now. In western Michigan, just outside of Grand Rapids. Told that it's known as the salad bowl of Michigan. They grow a lot of celery, carrots, potatoes, onions, all kinds of good stuff.
Agricultural land, clearly. Producing some athletes that are used to working at home.
Some Michigan rooters clearly enjoying the Pacific Northwest sun. As the count goes to 2-2, there's Casey Wilcox, the manager of the team. She's a global account manager.
One of the great things Lauder does, I think, is she doesn't throw a lot of back-to-back balls. And I think you can see her working the count, but knows that she wants to keep the pressure on the hitter. Goes to full count here. Tuttle trying to turn the tide and possibly get a runner on base.
Leadoff walk.
Great opportunity here, obviously, for Michigan to lead off the inning with a runner on. Anytime you can get a runner on against Lauder, I think it's going to be a great opportunity. We'll see if she puts on the bunt here.
Wilcox does bunt it down. Lauder handles it herself. 1 away.
Lauder does a nice job there fielding her position. Almost overruns the first baseman who's also going after the ball. That does a great job staying composed. I think one of the impressive things about Lauder, I think, is her ability to just manage a situation. You can see her coming in aggressively, avoids the collision, and comes up with a great throw.
2 balls and 1 strike to Lily Lubbers. With Tuttle now over at second. Lily, a big Detroit Lions fan. The bunt to Lauder to first. 2 away with Tuttle heading over to third.
Lauder takes care of business there, obviously appreciating that. She'll take that quick out. I think she's a pitcher whose confidence and values and understands the importance of making outs. Obviously a runner at third base here with 2 outs. Lauder's going to go to Wake and try and get the batter.
Peyton Steenstra swinging and missing for strike 1. Steenstra drove in 3 against Washington on Sunday. She homered yesterday against Czechia and drove in a couple. He's had some moments this week. Sends that one foul. No balls, 2 strikes.
Absolutely. We've called Steenstra's name several times, not only on defense, but at the plate as well. She's made some good catches in the outfield, done a good job of holding down center field. Right now, she's kind of working from behind in the count. Obviously, an 0-2 pitch. With a runner on, she wants to really fight through this at bat and see if she can go opposite field.
Instead, it's a swing and a miss. And Lauder gets the strikeout to end the mini threat. 3rd strikeout of the day. Bottom of the second coming up in just a few moments as Addison Lauder rearing back in a big spot, getting the K. Scoreless, bottom second. Straight ahead. tight game at the start. Bottom of the second, Michigan and North Carolina are scoreless. Final day of pool play as we head to the championship bracket tomorrow. Top 4 seeds over in Pool B are all set. There it is, 1 through 4, California, Pennsylvania, Philippines, and Canada, with Texas eliminated. Things are not set in Pool A. We know the top 4 teams, as Czechia punched its ticket to the championship bracket with its win earlier today. But North Carolina needs to win today to go undefeated and claim the number 1 seed outright. Now, if Michigan wins this game, then that sends it into a 3-way tie with everyone at 3-1. And that's where things could really get interesting. Sawyer Buff looks like a 1-0 pitch. That misses. 2-0 from Baker.
Baker getting behind in the count here early.
That's inside. 3 balls and no strikes. If there's that 3-way tie at 3-1, the first tiebreaker is head-to-head. Well, nothing would be settled there with Michigan, North Carolina, and Puerto Rico. So it would move then to a run allowed ratio. Runs allowed divided by innings played. Meanwhile, Buff walks in 4 pitches here.
Similar to North Carolina opening up last half inning, the walk. We'll see North Carolina here trying to advance that runner, get her in the scoring position. Clearly.
Knudsen lays down the bunt, moves over the runner.
Runs will be at a premium, so I think we're going to see, if leadoff runners on, we're going to see sacrificing, moving the runners over.
Yep.
Defense does a nice job of making sure of an out here.
And Michigan tried it, and it almost worked. Got the leadoff over to third, but Lauder with the strikeout to end the inning. You saw Kyle Turner. There he is again, manager of the team. With Ava Steffman at the plate. Should be a pass ball, and the throw gets past third base. And Buff comes around to score.
Wow, unfortunately, ill-advised throw. Obviously, there was no play at third base. Runner advanced easily on the pass ball. Catcher tried to make an attempt on a throw down to third, which really there was no reason for, and throws that ball away. Sometimes you have to eat the ball and hold on to the ball and not give your opponent another opportunity. So there's a quick score without even getting a hit.
Fouled off by Steffman. Count goes to 2 balls and 1 strike. There's Steve Allen, hoping that he doesn't have to break out the calculators after this one is done. That was a 2-1 pitch. Now it's 2-2. Is it? 3-1. Check that. That's what I thought for a second. 3 balls, 1 strike is the count. Or is it 3-2? It is 3-2. Here we go. Payoff pitch. Gloved on the short hop by Brooklyn Wright. Wright has it all together, unlike the announcer.
Wright does a nice job, obviously, there, staying down on that short hop. She comes in, obviously, thinking she might be able to make a catch, but instead makes sure she just stays down on it, takes that short hop, which is really important just to take care of the ball. And then a quick throw across the diamond. That second out.
Strike called on Everly Yunker, the batter. Back to the tiebreaker scenarios and things that we could potentially see there. It's a run allowed ratio. That could be the tiebreaker that decides this if Michigan does win this game. Runs allowed over 4 games times 7 innings. So 28 innings is what the runs allowed will be divided by. Now, here's what's interesting. Puerto Rico has allowed 27 innings, or 27 runs, rather. Their pool play finished up yesterday, so they can't do anything about today. Coming into today, Michigan had allowed 13 runs. North Carolina had allowed 12. Now it's 14-12. So we might need to keep an eye on things, especially if Michigan wins this one and maybe wins by 1 run, then things will really get interesting.
Obviously, it's going to be interesting if it comes down to that run differential.
Bounces out of Wilcox's reach. Count stays at 2-2. But we'll handle that to the professionals. I was told there would be no math. Everly Yunker, the batter.
That job will be for Steve Allen and his committee to take care of business. We'll take care of calling the game. We can take care of figuring out who's going to be in the game we're going to call.
Pitch inside, full count.
The good thing for all three of those teams, good thing about all three teams is that they know that they will be in the bracket. They just don't know their seeding yet.
Ground ball to Connell results in a G4-3. Matt retires the side. Leadoff walk does not come around. Actually, it does come around the score. 1-0 after 2. Mallard Creek Little League out of Charlotte, North Carolina, with the lead over Michigan. Shout out to the umpires working today's game and really all the games throughout this event. This one, Christopher Wirt calling the balls and strikes. Dan Hoffman first. Scott Mazaroff is the crew chief at second. And Massimo Franceschi, there he is, came all the way from Italy for this one. He's working third.
Impressed with all the umpires, not only for their dedication to be here on their own time, but also they've done a great job of trying to get the right call coming together when needed.
Zoe Cole, the batter, takes the first pitch inside half for strike 1.
As a coach, I can tell you that the frustration is oftentimes with officials is when they don't work together to get the right call. So love to see that that's happening at this Little League level.
Swing and a miss. Yeah, it's been smoothly umpired this week. And there have been some sticky situations, some tight replay calls sometimes. And
we actually have seen a couple of replay calls that have been overturned, and I think it's always, again, a great attribute of having that replay. Nice pitch.
Strikeout 4 by Louder.
Louder just does a really great job of throwing that heavy ball with great tight spin. Thrown in multiple planes, but that pitch is just hard to catch up with on that high outside pitch. Got a nice break on it.
Delaney Cribbs, the batter. Swinging slap attempt for strike 1. Delaney has racked up 4 base hits so far this week. She has done well. 0-1. Now 0-2. Delaney says her mom is not allowed to videotape any of her at-bats. Well, she's not allowed to videotape any at-bats here either due to Little League policy. With these games on the ESPN family of networks, hey, Little League paid a big chunk of change for those rights. That one slapped. Guzman on her knees makes the play. 2 away.
Guzman does a great job, obviously staying low. That ball's coming at her quick. She's not sure if it's going to short hop or stay in the air. Does a really nice job, just drops to her knees to make sure that she's blocking that at the very least. Ends up with the catch.
And the smile.
And the smile.
Izzy Wilmore. Fouls off the first pitch for strike 1. Wilmore's played Little League since she was 5 years old. That's real Little League. It's tiny.
Obviously dedicated and must love the sport, and that's great. Great to see that.
Inside, 1-1. Understand they're already underway on the field behind us on field number 1. Maybe you can't play when you're that young. California versus Texas, and California's already gotten out to an early lead. California is the 1 seed in Pool B. Texas is eliminated already, so that outcome has really no bearing on how things shape out over in Pool B. The outcome of this one will have large bearing on what happens in Pool A.
It's always exciting when it comes down to a game at the end of the pool play. We're excited to see a game that has some bearing, and Louder does a great job, great inning.
And Sawyer Buff makes the catch in right to retire the side. Louder has retired 6 in a row. Look at her go. 1-0 to North Carolina. One 0 North Carolina with the lead over Michigan. Little League is the most trusted youth sports organization in the world, keeping baseball and softball accessible for all kids. But its real power comes from you. Help us rally for Little League by texting RALLY to 345-345 today. Standard messaging rates apply. That's Kirkland American Little League right behind us. Their day is done. They had a real hard-fought game earlier today against Czechia. Had a 5-3 lead, took it into the bottom of the, took it into the 7th inning. But Czechia was able to come back, score 4 in the top half of the frame, and beat Washington 7-5. So the hosts did not make it into the championship bracket. They'll play in what's called the friendship game. The 2 teams that do not advance to the championship bracket, they square off against each other in an exhibition of sorts. So that'll be Texas versus Washington.
I think it's a great opportunity to make sure that another game is played. I mean, the whole goal of this is to get out here and enjoy the game and play the game. Obviously, ideally playing for part of the championship, but if you're here and the weather's great, why not get a friendship game in that can add to your experience as a little leaguer.
Braylon Kirby, the batter, about to face the 3-0. Leadoff walk.
Same way the last inning started with the leadoff walk.
On 4 pitches.
North Carolina was able to capitalize on that with a throwing error from catcher last inning.
Brings up Abby Black. Abby had a day against Washington, 3 for 3 with a couple driven in. Here she takes first base.
High and tight on Abby there. Obviously deflected off of her shoulder. She'll take first base and move Kirby into scoring position.
First and second, nobody out. Kylie Turner at the plate. Baker just misses perhaps a touch high to Turner, who likes bedazzling everything. Turner's been dazzling. She's driven in 6 runs so far this week.
Interesting situation here with only a 1-run lead and runners on first and second, no outs. Coaches opting to swing away here. The dangers are potentially hitting into a double play.
Something tells me that it would be tough and perhaps counterproductive to bedazzle your bat.
Yeah, certainly on the part of the bat where it's contacted or where you're gripping it. Yeah, I would say so.
Might be tough. Bases loaded.
Strike zone feeling a little tight there for Lucy Baker. Gonna have a little timeout and check in. It's her second walk of the inning and a hit batter, so a little bit out of sorts.
Casey Wilcox coming out of the dugout. Hudsonville Little League, this junior team here in Kirkland, but they've got some thoughts on a fellow Hudsonville Little Leaguer back in Michigan, Spencer Brower, who is on the minors squad for Hudsonville. She pitched in a regular season playoff. Then she was diagnosed with osteosarcoma. And so she's fighting through treatment. I understand that she had another round of chemotherapy earlier today, I believe. She actually visited with the team on Wednesday of last week before the squad left here for Kirkland. And the team is wearing bracelets in her honor. So Spencer Brower, of course, very much on the minds of the young ladies from Hudsonville, Michigan, and on our minds up here as well.
Absolutely puts things in perspective, obviously, very quickly, and of being out here, being able to compete, but the health of all of these young women and all those out there and supporting, it's important to keep priorities straight.
We have a new pitcher in the circle. Nyla Connell trying to put out the fire here a bit. Bases loaded, nobody out. Two pitchers usually get the bulk of the work for Michigan. Lucy Baker is one. The other is Nyla Connell. She is now in the circle. Coming in a high leverage situation, bases loaded and nobody out here in the third inning.
Tough situation for any pitcher to come into this situation, and Lila does a great job of getting that first strike, going right at it.
To Dania Monroe.
Infield in tight to try and make a play at home.
And a couple of early strikes called here, 0-2. Kirby at third with the walk. Black at second was hit by a pitch. Kylie Turner at first, she walked as well. Fly ball to left, out towards Zoe Cole. Makes the grab, runner tagging and in. Throw to third. And safe there too. Dania Monroe does the job and it's 2-0.
Great job there with the left fielder on the catch. Gets rid of a good throw. Unfortunately, not able to be handled there by the catcher, but I think that might have been a close play had catcher been able to hold on to that ball.
Yeah.
You can see pretty deep fly ball. She does a great job of getting rid of it quickly. Catcher's a little bit up the line and not able to make a play.
Kirby going as fast as her legs could carry her, and it works. 2-0 North Carolina with the lead. We go back to the top of the order. Rylan Langley struck out in the first. Rylan's dad, David, baseball coach among some of his pupils. Corey Seeger, 5-time All-Star, currently with the Texas Rangers. And Kyle Seeger, familiar name around these parts, former Mariner. Coached both of those guys back in their respective high school days.
It's pretty impressive.
This is impressive too, as that bounces and rolls to the wall. Brings in two. Happy birthday, Rylan Langley. And she's not done yet. Got her at third. But 2 more runs are in for North Carolina.
Langley does a great job, a very Corey Seager-esque type swing. Tracks that ball in on the outer half and drives it to the left center gap, clearing the bases. Really impressive piece of hitting. Obviously, does a great job of clearing the bases. Easily a stand-up double. Then with the errant throw, tries to take third, but cut down.
Tiziana Guzman with an infield single back in the first inning. So now there are 2 out here. I believe that might have been 7-1-5 on the putout. That's a hot shot past Tuttle. Guzman's 2 for 2.
Guzman coming out hot again, swinging the bat. Definitely drives that ball, handcuffs the third baseman. Again, I'll say the left fielder does a great job. Cole does a great job getting that ball in, because that could have easily been a double. Gets rid of that ball quickly and holds that runner to first base.
First pitch well outside to Addison Louder, who grounded out to third in the first. Of note, Louder, a right-handed pitcher, but a left-handed batter. You don't see that too often.
Certainly a lot of those natural righties that switch to the left side do that maybe for slapping or whatever maybe, but she is most definitely a power hitter. Very competent hitter on that left side.
Powell kind of staying away from her a little bit.
North Carolina not quite done yet, obviously in their minds. Even with 2 outs and runner on, they want to keep this going as they move another runner into scoring position.
Yeah, they want to leave no doubt here as Louder takes first base. First and second with 2 out now. For Lindsay Maria. Have a courtesy runner coming in for Louder as Langley head over to first.
With 2 outs, a courtesy runner can be used for the pitcher or the catcher. use the previous out right before them. Obviously, with a continuous lineup, every athlete is in the lineup right now, so there aren't substitutions. There's defensive movement, and then courtesy runners are players that are already in the lineup that are already out.
Just a touch high, 2-0. 3 in so far in this inning.
Oh, getting behind on the last couple of batters. North Carolina showing a lot of good discipline. Not chasing balls out of the zone.
That drops in for a base hit. Guzman hustling around third and scores.
Good piece of hitting. And great base running. Runner takes off from second base, obviously with 2 outs. But she's looking to score all the way. Never hesitating as she rounds third.
Southeast Region champs are in a groove. Guzman, the latest to get in on the act.
Good piece of hitting here, driving that ball to the outfield. Outfielders are playing fairly deep.
Sawyer Buff walked. Later came around to score on a throwing error. The opposite field, fouls it off, lands over on field 3 off to our left. 4 fields overall here in Everest Park. This is field 2. Field 1's behind us. Field 3's off to our left, used for practices. Field 4 is down the hill.
It's a beautiful park, obviously with a great view. We're sitting up in the what we call the tree house.
Yeah.
And we have got a great view of the lake when we turn to the left.
A little scenic in this part of the country.
Supposedly, you've told me there's pickleball courts on the other side of the trees in front of us. But,
there are. You might need to check them out.
Can't see them, but intrigued.
Fouled off, heading in our direction, but landing behind us. As that one came fairly close to us. There we are. Hi, how's it going? Look at our broadcast location up here. 1-2 pitch.
This game kind of sneaking up on 5 runs here. This inning not even over yet. Runners in second and third. A hit here could really take this game out of contentions.
Buff 2 for 3 yesterday against Puerto Rico.
Buff's dream job, an occupational therapist. Her special talent is baking. Love to be a judge of that.
Well, here she cooks up a 2-run single. Nope, she got her at the plate. So 1 run scores as Wilcox is able to hang on and get Murillo out at the plate.
Looks like we might have a interference or obstruction.
So hang on, we
Well
know
hit
there's a
ball.
challenge here.
Play coming to the plate. Actually, looks like she tags her with her arm.
In the head.
Or tags her with the head, actually.
Now, was the ball there by that point? Okay. It looks like the ball may have gotten there in time.
I think they're calling to see if there's obstruction where the catcher may have been set up in the base path.
So we are just receiving word there is no challenge, and it is indeed 6-0. Split box here in Kirkland at the Junior League Softball World Series. We're on field number 2, right side of your screen. Behind us on field 1, the West Region champs from California have a 5-1 lead over the Southwest Region champs from Texas. California has already punched the number 1 seed in Pool B. It will face Czechia tomorrow when the knockout stage tournament begins. Swing and a miss by Rylan DeCock to begin the 4th inning. 6-0 North Carolina with a 5 spot in the bottom of the 3rd.
Louder opening up with a good curveball on the outside part of the plate.
High for ball 1. Rylan fluent in Spanish. She might have been eavesdropping on the Puerto Rico dugout the other day when those two teams were going at it. Strike 2 called.
Another nice pitch. It's a great opportunity to do a little practice with your Spanish, chatting with some of the teams from the Latin countries.
No doubt. 1-2. Got her.
Brings that high, hard heat. Great pitch. Louder doing a good job of setting up with the curveball on the strikes on the outside, and then unloads and brings that high, hard heat. Tough for a hitter to stay off of.
Brings up Mallory Duffler, her first plate appearance of the day. Is it difficult? Can it be difficult to figure out and to execute a finishing pitch? Because look, you get to 2 strikes, you still got to get the 3rd one some way, somehow.
Yeah, you certainly want to be able to use your pitches in a way that you can have your out pitch or a pitch that is your go-to in a situation, but you don't want to be predictable either. I think, obviously, your go-to strikeout pitch should be a pitch that looks like it's a strike and takes it out of the strike zone.
2-1.
But it also depends on how you get there with 2 strikes. Obviously, she went curveball, curveball, rise.
Sure.
You could see somebody that goes hard in, and then goes changeup to the outside. So
just depends on what you got in your toolbox.
Absolutely. And you want to keep the hitter guessing. You don't want the hitter to know. You want their eyes to be looking in one zone, and then change up and change planes. Gives you a better opportunity. And there, Louder just brings the same pitch that she's been throwing on that outside curveball. She's feeling that pitch, feeling that consistency, and obviously catches a hitter looking for something else.
That's the first strikeout looking issued by Louder out of 6 Ks total. Back to the top of the order we go. It's Brooklyn Wright.
The great thing about Louder, too, is she does throw that pitch right there in the top of the strike zone for a strike. And she also has the ability to give it a little extra boost and take it out of the zone like that pitch there, hopefully trying to get the hitter to chase. So not every pitch that she throws high in the zone is going to be a ball. Means the hitter's got to prepare to hit from the top of the zone.
Fouled off 1-2.
I think one thing that Louder is kind of showing here, she's pitching with a lead, and pitchers that do that effectively well really throw a lot of strikes. Don't waste a lot of time throwing balls.
Like that. Back-to-back strikeouts for Louder. 3 up and 3 down in the 4th inning. North Carolina with a 6-0 lead, and Addison is pitching Louder again. Bottom 4th coming up in a moment. North Carolina was able to break open a relatively close game and get some separation with a 5-run third inning. That's why it leads 6-0. Lindsey Knudsen leading off. As Connell fires a fastball in there for a first pitch strike. Knudsen's favorite food, ice cream. Backing up, making the catch, it's Lucy Baker.
Baker does a good job of battling the sun there. It's has to switch her feet a little bit, but does a good job of staying focused and tracking that ball in while battling the sun. The sun's kind of at a high position right here, so anything hit high in the air, it's going to be a challenge for the fielders.
Brings up Ava Steffman, who grounded out to short back in the second inning. Is it me, or do very few folks use two hands anymore to make catches like that?
Well, ideally, you're keeping that other hand close by. I don't think you don't really technically catch the ball with two hands. You catch always the ball with the glove, but having that second hand close by is a great way to protect for a ball that might bobble or sneak out of the glove. I think when you look at elite players, they tend to be pretty confident with their glove hand side, but again, we'll keep that free hand usually close by in a position to be able to recover if there's a bubble.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Well outside. I think I would need about 4 hands to catch some of these. Ava Steffman, the batter, also known as the Vacuum. She sang the national anthem before this game today.
And that's certainly an impressive feat, very nerve-wracking. I thought it was a great gesture, not only her team, but the opposing team both rallied behind her and lined up right directly behind her to support her and gave her a big round of applause after she completed it. It's one thing to be a good singer in your bathroom and in your,
your
car, but to do it in front of any number of people takes courage.
Well, that's music to Steffman's ears. That's a single.
Happy there to keep this inning going.
Now stepping to the plate for North Carolina, that's their shortstop, number 7, Emily Dunker.
So Steffman with a base hit. She has at least 1 hit in all 4 games so far this week.
That's impressive.
So does Everly Yunker. Although she's looking for a hit so far today as she grounded out to second to end the second. And outside for a ball. Mallard Creek Little League out of Charlotte, North Carolina, the Queen City. Known for finance and banking. Very big deal there. You walk around uptown Charlotte, which is what they call their central business district, not downtown. It's uptown Charlotte. You see all the familiar names of all the banks that you know from coast to coast. 2-1. Opposite field, foul ball, 2-2.
Just foul. Have you spent some time then, obviously, in Charlotte?
I have, thanks to some conference realignment. Shall we say?
I understand.
I've become a bit more familiar with the city of Charlotte and a certain collegiate athletic conference that it is headquarters to. Inside, full count.
Certainly that was new territory for a West Coaster to have to travel across the country.
Seems to be going around, seems to be spreading. 3-2. Now runners are first and second.
Junker does a good job there, staying disciplined, not chasing any of those balls out of the zone.
That's their center fielder, number 3, Braylon Kirby.
Brings up Kirby, who's been patrolling center field and making some plays.
Kirby walked and scored in the third. Of course, Michigan is very much Big Ten country. We're in Big Ten country right now. It still seems weird to say, even though we're heading into our third year in that situation. But you're in Seattle, University of Washington, just across the lake in the Big Ten.
I will say, without getting too into the conversation, obviously grown up and been a Pac-10, Pac-12 person my whole life, but it has been interesting exploring different parts of the country.
This ball explores the outfield. The throw home, not in time. Kirby knocks in another run, 7-0.
Obviously, good base running there. A ball hit chopped up the middle over Connell's head. Looks like we might have a pitching change here.
At the very least, a chat in the circle. Been very impressed with North Carolina and its base running approach. They have been afraid. They've been ready to go.
Very balanced. I think their base running, their ability to be disciplined at the plate, we've talked about that in the past. Certainly Louder is effective.
Pitching change. Delaney Cribbs coming in next. The lead getting larger for North Carolina. Here's the latest blow from Braylon Kirby. She delivers an RBI single. Hard chopper right back up the middle and through, sending Ava Steffman around for the score to make it 7-0. And with that, Lila Connell has given way to Delaney Cribbs in the circle for Michigan.
Cribbs coming in relief, trying to squelch the continued offense of North Carolina here.
Cribbs getting a look in the circle here. We also have some defensive changes throughout the Michigan lineup. Zoe Cole has moved from left field to right. Lily Tuttle has gone from third base and is now out at left field. We've been able to discern to this point. We'll fill in on other changes as we go. 7-0 North Carolina. If this result holds, Southeast Region champs will have the #1 seed all to its lonesome and go through pool play undefeated, 4-0. Looking good heading into the championship bracket. Let's look at the pool standings once again. Top 4 teams in each pool already decided. It's just a matter of seeding right now. So looking at the left side of things with this matchup.
Defensively, Brooklyn Wright moving from short over to third. And Connell, who was pitching, into shortstop. So
we are all caught up.
Defensive shifting around. See if that can make the difference and be effective here against this potent North Carolina offense.
Abby Black facing the 1-0 from Cribbs. Gets the call, 1-1. Abby says that if she won the lottery, she'd buy a lot of books first, then a pickup truck.
Might need that pickup truck to pick up the books.
haul those things around.
That's a lot of books to pick up.
Actually, I'm going to rethink that order of it. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Her dream is to be an architect, but also to play softball for Cornell University and major in architecture.
Yeah, it's a good school for them.
Absolutely.
The 1-2. Just fouled back.
To give a shout out to the Cornell coaches to keep an eye out for this young woman. Favorite sports team, Savannah Bananas.
Yeah. The 1-2. Fouled off again.
They've created a phenomenon filling not only baseball stadiums, filling football stadiums.
Right.
It's pretty impressive entertainment, mixing in the dancing, the gymnastics, the comedy,
The chaos.
the chaos.
Could be playable, and it is. Brooklyn Wright makes the catch. 2 outs.
Good job by Wright, navigating the foul territory fence, and the Sun
Next up for Charlotte, that's the
comes up with a big out, obviously, there to get that second out of the inning.
Kylie Turner walked and scored in the 3rd. Outside corner called strike 1. The 0-1. Gets through. Runners advance.
Kylie Turner's favorite athlete player is Reese Atwood, obviously sharing her position. And always has a ribbon or a braid in her hair. You can see her with the bubble braid here today.
Popped up, trying to find it. Steentra calls for it and can't put the clamps on it. And everyone is safe. And North Carolina adds on more.
Tough for Sinster there. She calls it right away, has a track on it. But that sun was directly in her eyes. And obviously misjudged it enough that it came off the heel of her glove. You can see with the shadow, she's looking right in the sun. Loses it for a split second, and it comes off the heel of her glove. It's disappointing. And North Carolina takes advantage.
Instead of an inning-ending grab, it's a 2-run error with Dania Monroe. We got a RBI flyout in the 3rd inning. Tails inside for a ball. Dania's favorite food, steak and potatoes. You can't go wrong with that. Always going to be in for that.
It's a great meal to have. She's also a flag football player.
3 balls, no strikes.
Flag football going to be in the Olympics
Yeah, how about
this
that?
next time around, which is bringing that sport to a highly focal area in the country.
Whole new stage for that sport. Different stage for softball in the 2028 games. Won't be in LA, it'll be in Oklahoma City. Monroe walks, the inning continues. 1st and 2nd with 2 out. That turns over the lineup.
A lot of improvements over the years with the Hall of Fame Stadium, Devon Park, in
Yeah.
USA Softball, home of USA Softball, and it invested a lot of money, the city of Oklahoma, in putting in a new indoor facility and batting cages and locker rooms that will be completed by the Olympics and then be able to be used for the College World Series.
Langley celebrating a birthday today, had a 2-run double earlier. That being said, I'm still surprised that they couldn't build a new facility somewhere in Southern California.
Yes,
somewhere in LA?
as a Southern California person, it was a little frustrating to to not get the opportunity. One of the great things about the Olympics in any location is that they kind of spur on some increased improvements in facilities and sometimes building new facilities. LA with a lot of softball on the West Coast, you would have thought it would have been a potentially great opportunity to upgrade a facility or build a facility that could be used for future softball events. But they've opted, obviously, to use a pretty substantial event or facility in Oklahoma City.
3 balls and 1 strike. Langley at the plate.
This game getting dangerously close to the run rule, which could come into play next inning.
Yep.
North Carolina here is the home team.
North Carolina, that's number 10.
If it scores at least once more in this inning, that would mean that Michigan would have to score at least once top half of the 5th. Tiziana Guzman 2 for 2. In the air, Steensker gets another chance. Makes the most of this one. That retires the side. But 3 more come in for the Southeast Region champs. Through 4 complete. It is North Carolina 9, Michigan 0. Fans of all ages having a blast here at Everest Park, especially if you're wearing the gold and black representing the Southeast region. Little League and ESPN are proud members of the Aspen Institute's Project Play 63 by 30, which is focused on getting 63% of kids playing sports by 2030. Learn more about what Little League is doing to get kids on the field and all about the ESPN Take Back Sports initiative by visiting littleleague.org/projectplay.
Such a great initiative. Obviously, sports and athletics are a great way to engage and entertain our young athletes, our young people.
Yep.
Anytime we can get them off their electronics, it's a good thing.
Get them outside. The 0-1 to Lucy Baker, who struck out back in the first inning. Lauder has retired the last 9 batters that she has faced. She's gone just 1 over the minimum to this point. A walk to Lily Tuttle, second. All that Lauder has allowed so far.
Nice pitch by Lauder there on the inside. She's been throwing a lot of curveballs, so it's nice to see her attacking a little bit on the inside part of the plate, giving it a little bit different look. Although wouldn't be surprised to see a curveball here.
Going back and making the grab. Tiana Guzman grabs it.
Brilliant catch by Guzman, going away from the field, heading towards the fence, makes a spectacular catch. That is a Sports Center highlight game right there, or play right there. And certainly not an easy play with the battling the sun and heading right towards the fence.
With your back to home plate as well. She got it. Lila Connell, batter.
Lauder appreciating her team's defense over there, helping her out.
Just misses outside. 2-0 to Connell.
Connell obviously moving from the pitching mound to shortstop, and now trying to offensively get herself on base here. It's a good pitch by Lauder. That curveball on the outside. She relied heavily on that pitch.
2-1. Big cut, swing and a miss. 2-2. Popped up and out of play.
Just off of the shell backstop that's here. Kind of comes over, covers a little bit of fair territory or foul territory. One thing that's really impressive about Lauder is not only the quality of her pitches, but she works very quickly, very confidently, gets her signal and goes right after it.
And there's some pitchers you watch and you automatically sense the command, the aura of that they seem to have when they're in the circle. I'm kind of getting that from Lauder. Here she issues a ball.
Misses inside. A couple of miscues on the inside part of the plate. I think a big part of pitching certainly is the mental aspect of it. You have to believe in the pitch that you're throwing and be committed to the pitch you're throwing. Too many times pitchers are either thinking about the pitch and is it the right pitch and how do I want to throw it, and that all gets in the way of delivering a pitch.
The first base umpire, Dan Hoffman, who's from right here in Kirkland, Washington, by the way. Dan says that Lily Tuttle held up. Tuttle walked into second until Connell's walk. She was the only other Michigander to reach. 2-0.
Feels like the zone might have be a little bit tighter on that with low and inside pitch, but it looks like a good pitch, but not getting the call over here right now. And Lauder says, okay, then I'm going to throw it right over here.
Time called at first. Connell may have gotten something in her eye for a brief moment or so. Everything's good to go. 2-1. Now 3-1.
Tuttle's favorite player is Tegan Kavan, a tremendous pitcher from the University of Texas. Obviously done a great job, and just learning that she gets another year of eligibility.
Yeah. Back-to-back walks now for Michigan, which is trying to get something brewing. They haven't had really much of anything to work with so far today. Just the one base runner in the second inning is all it had up until now. Still don't have a base hit so far in this game.
Michigan taking anything they can, obviously, to create some offense and change things up a little bit. They certainly are coming into some of their strong hitters that have been effective with Wilcox, Lovers coming up. And Stinstra, the third hitter coming up potentially this inning at this point.
It's Wilcox first. Tails outside for ball one. Breslin appreciates her coaches for making things fun. First and second, one out.
Good pitch. Lauder brings that ball up just a little bit to get the strike on that inside part of the plate. It's a good job. It's key for a pitcher to adjust to an umpire. Obviously, their strike zone, the umpire's strike zone is the one that matters.
Foul back, 1-2.
Agree or disagree, it's the strike zone that you have to adjust to.
That is the officially observed strike zone. Cano at second, Tuttle at first. And this one is lashed to short. Tries to go to third with it, safe. And the bases are loaded.
A little bit of a miscue. Obviously not fielded cleanly. She would have had a good shot at third base, but can't control that ball, can't hold on to it.
And Junker gave it her very best, backhanded it, but did not control it. Officially goes as an infield single. Looking for more. And unfortunately for Michigan, Guzman's able to be on the spot and beat Connell to home plate.
It's a tough way for Lauder to lose a no-hitter at this point on a ball that's mishandled, but it would have been a tough play.
And another look at this last sequence.
6 for the catcher, 6 for the catcher.
Well, for a second there, I think Connell thought that ball might have bounced and rolled foul for a second. Fortunately, it stayed in fair territory. Guzman makes the play. Peyton Steenstra at the plate.
It's an interesting call. That ball may come back fair. It's spinning a lot. Oh, there she goes. Interesting call with the bunt with bases loaded. Obviously an easy play at home since there's a force out.
Courtesy runner at second, and that's Lila Connell running for Breslin Wilcox out there at second.
Wilcox, the catcher for Michigan. Tough play.
But Guzman has that one too. Guzman has been putting in work in foul territory, and it remains a 9-0 game. Plenty on the line as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. North Carolina with a 9-0 lead. And a reminder that we are still in a run rule situation potentially. Southeast Region champs push anything across here in the bottom of the 5th. That's it. That's your ball game. And North Carolina is your Pool A champ. Addison Lowder can certainly make that happen with one swing of the bat. Fouls that one off.
She certainly is one of those athletes that could do it with one swing. I think from her standpoint, she would love to end this game. Notice her as a hitter. She stands on top of the plate, really challenges the pitchers to throw inside.
Popped up. Trying to find it, and it landed in foul territory eventually.
Little miscommunication there. Ball lands between 4 people.
I thought that was headed our way for a brief moment or two.
Ladder appreciates the opportunity to still be at the plate. Let's see if she can adjust. She's moving up in the box.
Claps that one to right field. Base hit.
Louder takes advantage of the miscommunication ball prior that should have been an out and gets herself on base.
Walk-off run aboard.
Really impressed with Louder, not only in the circle, but offensively. She's adjusting in the box to feeling like the pitching, she was a little ahead of the pitching, so she moved up in the box to catch it sooner.
Murillo looks at ball 1, an RBI single for Lindsay in the 3rd inning. And I feel like as much attention as we've given Louder in the circle, and rightfully so, we might be giving her prowess with the bat a little bit of short shrift here.
I am a big fan of her swinging the bat. She had 2 triples the other day and just continues to put good swings on the ball. I think she's an exceptional all-around athlete.
This one's in the air to the left.
Tough ball.
Shallow left. Brooklyn Wright, who is back at short, makes the grab.
Wright navigating the high fly ball is one thing, and then dealing with the sun. I think she got a little blinded there for a minute, taking a little minute to catch her, try and get her vision back.
Didn't have her shades on during that sequence.
Those shades are sitting on her forehead, and we'll see if she adjusts and put them on.
Shades aren't going to do you a whole lot of good up there.
Nobody has brought it to her attention yet to put them on, but
hey, she got the out, made the catch. All good.
But she looks good with them on her forehead.
Stylish. No balls, 2 strikes to Sawyer Buff. Buff a walk and an RBI single. Sawyer says if she won the lottery, she spent it all on food and vacations. The rest she just squandered.
She also says one of her superstitions, I don't know if it's a superstition or a routine, is doing TikToks the night before with her team.
Yeah, kids today. Trying to find it, Wilmore. 2-gun.
So this North Carolina offense that has been just exploding, squandering an opportunity with a leadoff runner on. 2 pop-ups. We'll see if they can settle in and possibly keep this inning alive.
6 for the pitcher. 6
After
for the
popping up to first, Sawyer Buff will re-enter the game as a courtesy runner for Louder at first.
For North Carolina, that's number 2, Lindley Knudsen.
Lindley Knudsen popped up the second in her last plate appearance. Good inside half pitch dealt by Cribbs.
Dream job as a general surgeon. Wants to be in the operating room.
She's got more guts than I do. One ball and 1 strike.
Would love to meet Montana Fouts at some point because she's the GOAT. Good hustle.
Michigan players giving chase to that one. Foul ball.
Cribbs does a great job of hustling after that ball away from the pitcher's mound. Just out of reach.
Wrapped down the third base line, but foul.
Cribbs doing a good job this inning this far, quieting that North Carolina offense.
1 in the second, 5 in the third, 3 in the fourth for North Carolina. That's a base hit. 2 on and 2 out.
And that game-ending run, moving into scoring position at second base with was Louder and now being run for by Tuttle, I believe.
Yeah, it's Buff at second, and another
Buff,
look at
second.
Knutson with the base hit. 9th base hit of the day. The Southeast Region champs. Roller from Ava Steffman. Singled and scored in the first. Check that in the fourth.
Unique spelling of Ava, A-V-A-H. It's my daughter's name, but not with the H.
Yeah, I can't say I've seen that before.
It's a unique variation.
One ball and 1 strike.
Her nickname is the Vacuum.
Yep.
And that vacuum name was given to her by one of the announcers from ESPN announcers from last year's Little League.
Yep.
I'm not sure who that was, but
Wasn't me. Not I. I'm not that clever. Knutson at first. Buff, courtesy running for Louder at second. This one is in the air to left, coming down and grabbed. Brooklyn Wright hangs on and retires at the side.
big catch keeps the game alive.
We go to the top of the 6th inning. 9-0 North Carolina. Two games happening simultaneously. Kirkland, Washington, Junior League Softball World Series. On the left side of your screen is what's happening on field number 1. West Region champs from Palo Cedro, California, taking care of Texas. Bottom 4th, 13-1. As they are the 1 seed in Pool B, no matter what happens in that game. We're over here on field 2. In a Pool A matchup between North Carolina and Michigan. Those are the latest standings as we begin the 6th inning. Zoe Cole, Delaney Cribbs, Izzy Wilmore due up for Michigan in this frame. Cole struck out to begin the 3rd. So if this result holds up, as that's a high chopper, right side of the infield, handled well. The vacuum going to work.
Steffman does a nice job. It's a high chopper that has the potential to take a hard kick, and she does a nice job of fielding that high. Not trying to get too close to it. And then transitioning really quickly to a nice half throw.
Delaney Cribbs at the plate. Cribbs lined out to 3rd, back into 3rd. So if this result holds, North Carolina will be the 1 seed in Pool A. Puerto Rico will be the 2 seed, and Michigan will be 3rd, followed by Czechia. So those would be the top 4 teams that advance to the championship bracket out of Pool A, if this result holds.
Obviously, that would mean Washington and Texas would move to a consolation-friendly game opportunity.
Yep.
Or the remaining 8 teams go into that single elimination bracket. Going to be exciting.
2-2 now. We should mention that the home teams will be determined in all 4 of tomorrow's games by draw tonight, after all the action is concluded here in Kirkland. Fouled off. Count stays at 2-2.
Ladder continuing to do a good job. I'm kind of surprised that she's still in the game. I would have thought they might have given her a little bit of a break, knowing that bracket starts tomorrow.
Called strike 3.
There are no pitching regulations or restrictions here at this age group. They are able to throw unlimited innings and games.
And more louder in the circle is probably not a bad thing if you're North Carolina. I would want to try to put any restrictions on her anyway, the way that she has pitched this week.
I think she is a pitcher that loves to be in the circle and loves to be in the middle of it. It's a great leader for her team.
Buff coming in from right and makes the snow cone running grab.
Good catch.
Basket catch from Buff. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. North Carolina ahead 9-0. 9-0 our score. North Carolina with the lead in the bottom of the 6th inning. Key moments in this game may have happened back in the 3rd inning. It was only a 1-0 lead for North Carolina at that point, but that's when Mallard Creek busted out the bats and put up 5 on Michigan.
It's a combination of some walks, some hits, good base running, clutch, timely hitting right there, clearing the bases. And then with 2 outs, a great hit, but then followed by a really spectacular throw, which ended the inning.
But by that point, 5 had already come across. That made it 6-0 at that point. It's 9-0 as we begin the bottom of the 6th inning. Everly Junker, the batter, in the 8th spot.
Cribbs on the mound, trying to keep this North Carolina offense at bay. And North Carolina trying to end this game by putting another run across the board to invoke the run rule.
3 balls, no strikes. That's pumped in there for a called strike 1. Still in a run rule situation. Now the walk-off run is aboard. Brings up Braylon Kirby. Walked and scored in the 3rd. RBI single, scored in the 4th.
Kirby been in center field most of this game.
Here comes a pitching change for Michigan. Fourth different pitcher used by Michigan today as it's Peyton Steenstra who comes in from center field to see what she can do. Steenstra, a righty in the circle after Lucy Baker, Lila Connell, and Delaney Cribbs appeared in that role earlier. Runner at first with nobody out.
A little miscommunication there with the wristbands. Obviously has the wrong set of signals. That can make it tough for a pitcher. Looking down and saying, I don't even throw that pitch.
Wait a minute.
Can't be the right call. Could also be challenging for the catcher when she thinks something's coming and something completely different.
That thing looks pretty involved.
It is 100 signals on a grid that is basically 10 by 10. Numbering sequence.
Oh, it's a Sudoku kind of grid.
A little bit.
2-0 to Kirby.
In AUSL, we've moved away from that and moved to an electronic notification, actually one that's either vocal or on a little watch unit.
Yeah, can you just text me what pitch I'm supposed to throw here? Thank you.
Well, and we do that, so the announcers know what's coming because they have both the opposing team's watches. So
Oh, that's cool.
it is kind of cool that the announcers, it's been a mind to Scarborough or Kinsey Fowler, Quinn.
Yeah.
And yeah, they'll know what pitch has been called and whether a pitcher delivers it or not.
Back-to-back walks with Abby Black stepping up. Abby hit by a pitch and scored in the third. Pitch inside for ball one.
And the other thing that has been really impressive about this North Carolina team has been their discipline. They don't chase a lot of pitches out of the zone, which has really challenged all of the pitchers from Michigan. Job there, hitting the inside corner. No outs. That runner at second base, critical runner here, could end the ball game if she scores via the mercy rule, run rule.
Out of Wilcox's glove, but no one tries to advance. 2-1. Wilcox ready to go. So Steenstra. Now the count's even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Corner infielders crashing in.
Coach wanting to get that winning run over to third base. Concerned a little bit about the runner at first base kind of drawing a throw. Obviously, she doesn't have a lot of value in terms of the outcome of this game.
Nice back pick by Wilcox. Keeps everyone on base where they were before, 3-2.
One of the challenges it can be when you want something so bad to happen that you actually create a less likely that it's going to happen because there's more anxiety, more pressure. So I think continuing to play the game as you would normally play is really important.
Payoff pitch. Just misses inside. Now the bases are loaded. What's that Mick Jagger said back in the day? Nothing I do don't seem to work. Only seems to make matters worse. Little 19th nervous breakdown reference for you. Look it up, kids.
Pop culture.
1966. That's
Guess
oldies, man.
that's not pop culture anymore, right? That's an oldie.
That's oldies. Very much so. Classic rock stations are playing stuff from the 90s now. I don't like that at all. Back-to-back walks have loaded the bases. And here's Kylie Turner.
Kylie Turner, who's been doing all the catching for Louder, would love to get a base hit here and let her pitcher take a rest and end this game. Turner's done a really nice job behind the plate, I think, handling Louder. Catchers have a lot of responsibility.
1-1.
Big cut there. Obviously, a deep fly ball or a fly ball that's deep enough can score the run as well as an infield single.
It's just gone final behind us on field 1. California beat Texas 15-2. We are potentially one more ball away from ending things here.
It's a hitter's pitch right here. I think Turner should be prepared and ready to jump on a good pitch, but obviously doesn't want to chase ball 4. Good discipline, really important here.
Back up the middle.
And there we
Steps
go.
on the bag for 1, but the 10th run comes across. And that's your ball game. The Southeast Region champs from Mallard Creek Little League in Charlotte, North Carolina. A professional and efficient win over the Central Region champs from Michigan. North Carolina 10, Michigan 0 in 6 innings. North Carolina looking good heading into the championship bracket, which begins tomorrow. North Carolina perfect 4-0 in pool play. So with that, here's how it looks at the end of pool play. Michigan with this result falls down to the 3 seed. Czechia is the 4 seed in pool A. Puerto Rico number 2. You'll have California versus Czechia on this field tomorrow. That'll be our first game here, 3:30 p.m. Eastern, 12:30 p.m. Pacific, right here on ESPN+, while North Carolina will face Canada on the other side. Here's the entire bracket for you, with the quarterfinal round set to begin tomorrow. Now we finally get to decide who takes home the big banner, which will be won on Saturday by one of those 8 teams.
All previous records are out the door, and everyone's starting at 0-0, and it's a single elimination. So exciting to see where this goes as we start tomorrow in the championship bracket.
As well as this tournament has been played, I have a feeling that the best is yet to come. Thanks for being with us here from Kirkland, Washington. On behalf of my broadcast partner, Kirk Walker, and our terrific ESPN Plus crew from coast to coast, I'm Troy Clarity. Final score once again, North Carolina takes care of Michigan 10-0 in 6 innings. Thank you for being with us here on the Junior League Softball World Series in Kirkland, Washington. Championship bracket starts tomorrow.